Thank you so much. If you are to look at the handshake and look at the 2022 politics, and I think yesterday we had a very candid discussion whereby we said, the gravitas of what will be of 2022 today would be highly determined by Right Honorable Raila Odinga and President Uhuru Kenyatta. And we all are in agreement that as much as maybe the handshake has come in to bring lots of, sanity in the country, most of the political people of the political, sides have not been very happy about the occurrences of the day. And hence the reason why there was that push on President Uhuru Kenyatta to come out, with the task force team that is scheduled to ensure that, of course, this handshake is sort of one, we get answers, or we sort of get, what the plan is all about the handshake. Because then again, it's not just about a question of redemption. It's not just about a question of people coming and saying that we have handshaked and that's just it. We need to know what comes along with this. And, the 9-point, 10-point plan that has been set aboard probably has not been implemented to a level whereby the people of Kenya would feel they're satisfied in what, the handshake is all about. Reality is that we are happy. We have seen great things coming out of this. You've seen the visit of President Uhuru Kenyatta to Kisumu. What was it? I think it's the latest as to the question of the handshake. We have seen how much these two leaders are determined in the fight against graft. But then again, it cannot fail to send chills into the spines of many. And that is the reason why today probably some of these members of parliament are coming out to seek more clarification as to the same. I don't know what Frederick would feel over this. Does he suppose that probably we have not gotten a proper clarification as to what the handshake is all about? That's the reason why we have members of parliament coming out to sort of say that maybe this was just a way of trying to get positions for some individuals.
First of all, there's no sanity that handshake has brought.
Oh.
None.
It's still opposed to the BBI.
Number two, the product of handshake
is the BBI.
Is amorphous, it is duplicious, it is confusing, it is directionless, and it is unconstitutional.
Right.
This is why I'm saying this. Today, we are setting a tone for contestation at a time when we have got over 3 years to go, because certain quarters believe that they have been sidelined. We are pitching tribes against each other because the outcome of that product is predetermined. And people believe that this product called BBI it's coming on board to change the constitution to accommodate certain individuals. We are a democratic country. And in any democracy, there's a loser, there's a winner. The winner should accept to accommodate the loser, but not to bring that loser into a government to pull out the legitimate owners of the government, who are the people of Kenya. Now, let me give an example. If we are talking about 2022 politics today, there's somebody in Ushaweri, there's somebody in Kasipul Kabondo, there's somebody in Migori who is sleeping angry every day. How has handshake helped that person? None. We are fighting corruption, struggling with the corruption today. How has handshake helped that? We are looking at demolitions of buildings, legitimate owners who bought land and being evicted today because apparently that land belonged to somebody else who is not named. How has that helped us? What Kenyans need today is not politics of handshake. Kenyans need to progress in terms of service delivery. That is the only thing that they need. But most importantly, if you allow me briefly, this product that has come, that has given its preliminary report, and maybe people are not aware, is called Building Bridges Initiative. If you look at the proposals that some of the people are issuing in that report, is because they want to change the constitution in the name of inclusivity. The only true inclusivity is the inclusivity that all Kenyans, Turukana, Lodwar, Lokichar, Kiambu, Makueni, where the people of those counties can access and have equitable share of the national cake. Water, roads, electricity, and infrastructure, everything. That is the only inclusivity that people want. But any inclusivity that is attempting to bring individuals into government, expanded executive, is not inclusive. And I agree with Didmas. Article 130 of the Kenyan Constitution, the executive consists of the president, the deputy president, and the cabinet. If you look at all those, there are certain individuals that their names don't feature in that executive. And by the way, any agreement that people are now talking about, that you have mentioned clearly that people don't understand it, is true. So many don't understand it. Handshake is good. When I walked in here, I shook your hands. I didn't form any task force. But any agreement between the president of the people of Kenya and an individual
Okay.
is not enforceable to the people
Okay.
because it's not a public cause.
Okay, and I was listening to Ambassador, that is Lawyer Paul Morgan, and he did say that in the event, as a committee, as a task force, they hit the snag, then they will not shy away from consulting the two patrons. He literally indirectly hinted at a possible change to the constitution. But again, let's unpack the messaging by Didmas Barasa's statement. He said that we are in agreement to support the handshake because it brought about political calm in the country after months of uncertainty. But we don't understand the position of Raila Odinga, whom he termed as persona non grata, unknown status. I mean, is that opening up a floodgate perhaps to, bring in people to to come in with their influence, number one. Number two, again, create positions for them in the name of parliamentary system of governance, and in that particular process end up burdening the taxpayer more in terms of ballooning wage bill and representation.
And probably reacting to basically what you have said, because it's very, very important that we, unpackage it pretty well. Don't you see some level of hypocrisy in this? Because yes, the government or the president can actually say, okay, I'm coming out to say that this is the position of Right Honorable Raila Odinga. I mean, to that level, then how does it help the common Wananchi? Like you have rightfully put it, we'd expect them to say that, you know what, this is not right, it's unconstitutional. Probably this, as much as it has brought sanity, I don't know why I feel like it has brought sanity, contrary to what you feel. I mean, we sort of feel like, it is not genuine at all.
You see, let me tell you, number one, handshake. First of all, and I've said this on this show several times, we were the only political party that congratulated the two gentlemen for showing statesmanship on 9th, on 10th, March 10th,
March 9th.
when that happened on 9th.
Now, yes.
And on 10th, we called them and congratulated them. Because, Raila Odinga was like Saul on his way to Damascus. And when Saul was on his way to Damascus and realized that he has done so many things and he did a soul searching, and he confessed and became Saul. Today is Paul, became Paul. Today is Paul. We appreciate, because that is the only way that the political temperatures would go down and the people would go to work, things would do. That is the only sanity if you're talking about sanity. But the political sanity, no.
Okay.
Because today we are seeing people standing on the podium and telling others that wale watu, nini. You see, it's dividing Kenyans. It's divisive. But we need to understand that where are we headed with this thing? When the two gentlemen went to Kisumu, they were supposed to launch, or they launched universal healthcare. But the talk on the podium
was completely political.
Because there was very little about universal healthcare. And look at it. My expectation would have been things to do with how do we improve the economy of the Lake region. Hyacinth, a big problem today. Now, go back to the product. When people went to the election last time, there were so many people who died. Compensation.
Victims
of that. They were fighting for the two gentlemen. Where is the compensation? And that's why, in my opinion, and as a position of our party, we believe that the only true way to reconciliation is, first of all, we must accept the wrongs that were committed, ask for forgiveness, and also the public must accept to forgive. Today, there's calm, but there's no peace. The public have not forgiven. There are mothers who lost their sons. There are husbands who lost their wives. There are wives who lost their husband. Where is the peace for them? Where is the sanity for them? There is no sanity. What Kenyans want to see, if we are going to talk about inclusivity, because if you look at the 9-point agenda, that is part of the issue. That has been taken care of. The government that we have in today is a system of devolution. You have an MCA, member of parliament, you are represented, you are inclusive. But most importantly, your county receives money that should give you services. Which inclusivity are we looking at?